Greetings, Venetians. So, my son and I, we just had a conversation about my diet. And so, in our house, we are primarily a plant-based diet. We are a plant-based diet, and we use that term intentionally for political reasons and educational reasons. So, what we mean by a plant-based diet is that if you give us a plate of food or when we're planning dinner, we choose to intentionally have mostly plants or plant based products on our menu, our grocery list, or even on our plate, or even sometimes in our cups. And so that's exactly what we were talking about today. So for me, so from an educational perspective, what's meant by a plant-based diet for us is that every time we speak about our diet or our food choices or nutritional choices, we're interested in educating other people about what it's like to eat more healthier, and also for us, personally as individuals in the family, but also as a family, to make healthier and more nutritional food choices. So that's what we mean by educational. And also, as a Black family, we want other Black people to also feel comfortable about their food choices and understand that we could destigmatize, who is a vegetarian or who is a vegan. So we're intentionally using the word plant-based so that it can be less scary, and also it can give people an idea of how to measure the quantity of their food, meaning that, so when I say plant-based, and we're thinking plant-based food, plant-based diet, plant-based grocery list, plant-based plate, right? People don't automatically think, well, oh, they're vegetarian or they're vegan. It's just saying that more than likely you're going to see mostly greens on our plate, something green, right? Or vegetable of a variety of colors, but definitely plants come to mind or something green comes to mind. So that's what I mean by education. And of course, for me, as a um, you know health and wellness coach, a lot of my work also has to do with how we eat, what we're putting in our bodies, how we're fueling our bodies. And so that's what I mean for educational purposes. So when I say, well, I eat a plant-based diet, most people understand that I'm talking about, I probably have a preference for something that's derived from a plant or that is, related to anything green, right? Or plant life as opposed to animals or meat based products. Okay, so that's what I mean by educational. Now, what I mean by political is that, food is political. Our food choices is a social, cultural experience as well as a political experience. So, to be clear, for example, in the United States, our government does promote a certain type of diet. I refer to it as SAD, Standard American Diet, the Standard American Diet, SAD. The SAD diet is not necessarily the best diet for most Americans, but certainly not people of African descent, simply because our body processes food differently. But food is political too, so it has a cultural aspect. So, Black people, we have a palate, we have some food choices around our history with food, and also, we do as a cultural community, there's certain sensibilities, there are certain feelings that come up when we think about certain foods, and I'm one of those people. I do love certain foods that have been basically associated with the Black community, or certain foods that we have around celebration, also certain foods that we have around grief. But I also, from a political point of view, I do want to politicize the lack of nutritional food in the Black community, and historically a lack of choices. And also today there are a lack of choices for many people who live in Black neighborhoods or predominantly low income Black neighborhoods. We have food, deserts. And so for me individually, and even for my family, when we use the words plant-based diet, or plant-based foods, then it's a political statement that we're choosing not to participate consciously, right? Politically, in the destruction of the Black body, but also the destruction of animal life, and also, other destructions like corporate greed, when it relates to our foods. And so that's the political side, but also I'm very sensitive to the words vegetarian and vegan. I will not describe myself as a vegetarian or vegan simply because when I eat, I love to eat, right? So I don't want to be I don't want to be so self-conscious about the food. I do enjoy food. I find pleasure in foods. And so with that said, finding pleasure in foods, I don't like to limit myself. If I want something, I have it. If I don't want something, then I don't have it. So for me, vegetarian and vegan do not fit, but plant-based diet fits because there are sometimes I'm eating as if I'm a vegetarian, or and other times I'm eating as if I'm vegan, but I don't want to necessarily glorify either one because people should eat based off their own physiological needs, their own biological needs, right? And also whatever options they have available to them, right? So I prefer a plant-based diet so that we can politicize certain words like vegetarian and vegan as if that's the best option for all people, and instead politicize what food choices and options and access that many of us have. So with that said, okay, so those are my choices around food or my use of the word plant-based diet. So with that said, my son is always saying, Mom, you don't get enough protein, right? Or Mom, are you eating enough today? I like to eat. I'm not underweight. I'm not overweight. And I'm not weight conscious, but I'm very conscious of my food choices and things like that. So what are my supplements? And so it's very important for me to supplement my diet. It's very important for me to supplement my diet. And I supplement my diet for a variety of reasons. And I'll tell you why as I introduce you to my supplements. And so right now you're going to see I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vitamins and supplements bottles that I use daily or at least once a week. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to these and I'm going to go from smallest to biggest container. Okay, so let's get an inside view of Dr. V's vitamins and supplements. So the smallest bottle that I have here is Super Fiber. Okay, and I'm trying intentionally, I don't want to publicize any one brand, but this is Super Fiber and this is by Raw Juvenate, but I don't want to, just intentionally advertise it. I'm sure you can get Super Fiber and other brands, but this is the brand that I use. So Super Fiber is when I am not flowing as I should, I would take this, and this is an organic supplement, by the way. So this is vegan and gluten free. So in this Super Fiber, I use this to cleanse and to unstop anything that's stopped up, if you know what I mean. So even when I'm not eating clean, or if I feel like I need an overall detox, this is definitely, my go-to. And you'll take two. I take 2 of these probably once a month. And the Super Aloe, I chase it with a Super Aloe. And so the Super Aloe is the same thing. It's just a natural detox, vegan, gluten-free, and caffeine-free. And it's for overall gastrointestinal support, okay? And so this is another supplement. So these two actually work together. So the Super Fiber and the Aloe work together, both vegan and gluten-free and caffeine-free. So I use these 2 at least once a month to detox my system. The other, now this is also L-theanine. Now I recommend L-theanine to many of my clients, and so as you all know, besides being a research and policy analyst scholar, I'm also a licensed clinical psychotherapist in private practice, and like I said, a health and wellness coach, as well as a mindfulness meditation teacher. So one thing that I do recommend to my clients, especially those who have issues with concentration, maybe ADD, ADHD, or just undiagnosed, attention issues and staying focused. And it's a natural, like this L-theanine, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. L-theanine is, for me, it's used to like promote relaxation. So I use it during the daytime. And so it's a natural sense of calm, right? So that I can have clarity. Now, keep in mind for people who have some hyperactivity or they have have difficult time like focusing and paying attention to a task. And that could be, in my case, if I have to write an article, write a book, or if I have to be able to think on the fly for clients, or when I'm thinking about a scientific report, I use L-theanine daily, every day. Okay. And the goal of the L-theanine is to keep me focused and to have clarity so that I can be in a calm state, even state. And this is a natural supplement. Again, this one in this case is vegan. Okay, so this is for people who definitely are mindful about, how we use animal-based products. Okay, so this is, again, vegetarian L-theanine. I recommend that actually for anybody, especially in today's culture and during the pandemic, and we got all this information coming in over the computer. You want this to just stay calm and relax and stay in a focused state. It's like being in a meditative state, most of the day. Okay, and it's all natural, so it should wear off by the end of the day. So that one, L-theanine daily supplement. And then, of course, I need my B12. So my B12 is basically, according to the research, it's for some people, it's like for energy. Okay. And for me, I take B12 for energy, but also I take it for, again, focus. In fact, into I also take it because my moods can fluctuate, right? I don't want to go into details over over social media, but my moods can fluctuate. I can go from angry to feeling low or feeling too high, right? So B12 is actually a good mood stabilizer according to some scientific reports. And again, it may not be for everybody. You should talk to your primary care physician for what's best for you. But look up some reports on B12. So I take this every day. In fact, if I miss my B12 vitamin, I definitely know, I can feel it. My mood is different. My energy is different. In fact, I'm going to take one right now. And just because I'm filming early and I just finished my coffee, so B12 will be great for that. Yes, I do take my supplements dry, which everybody can't do that, but that should tell you how often I take supplements. So this is daily B12. The L-theanine is a daily supplement, and also I take my D3 daily as well. Now, in this case, I had some blood work drawn up because I do have sickle cell trait, and my body does not absorb iron as well as it should. And so when I went to the doctor for it, it just can't absorb iron the way that most people can. And so energy, I can get really low energy. And anybody who has sickle cell trait know exactly what I mean. And that's common to people of African ancestry whose, ancestors were, stolen and kidnapped and brought to this land. But anyway, I digress. So when I did the blood work, or when the doctors did the blood work, they found out that I was low in vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is very controversial. So in some of the Pan-African community and other communities, they say that doctors assign Black people or prescribe Black people vitamin D all the time, telling us that, well, if you just take more vitamin D, you can cure everything, right? I don't know if that's true. I don't get into the controversies. I just know my blood work said that I was low in vitamin D, and due to COVID-19 pandemic, I decided that I wanted to boost up my immune system, and also I read some scientific reports that showed that vitamin D3 can actually also increase your energy. So if you are low in vitamin D, you can have low energy or have your mood, right? So it can affect your mood overall. You can be feeling have symptoms of depression. So I take vitamin D for immune health, as well as my bones, right? I'm petite, as well as simply to, just overall, I said mood, right? But also just the immune health and mood. Sorry, I had to adjust this camera. It's pretty bright. Okay, hopefully that works. But anyway, so D3, and I'm going to actually take this supplement as well right now, since it's my morning regime. So we have the B12 that I take daily, D3 that I take daily, and the L-theanine that I take daily. Okay, So remember the super fiber and the aloe. I only take maybe once a month, and that's for a clear detox, just to detox my body. Um, Next, the other supplement that I take daily too is fish oils. So let me tell y'all. So I told you all I have to write a lot. I have to read a lot of research. I have to be able to analyze research reports quickly, and I have to be able to think on my feet and critically. So especially as I age, fish oil is very important to my diet, my daily diet, my nutritional health, and also fish oil has been shown to help prevent Alzheimer's. And I do have Alzheimer's in my family. My grandfather had Alzheimer's and he died related to Alzheimer's related causes. And so I do take fish oil. And I think that everybody should, especially if you have a plant-based diet. And so I take my fish oil supplement for brain health. You also could take this for heart health as well. In fact, this is probably more heart health as much as it is brain health. But remember, plant-based diet, so I do need omega-3s. And so fish oils daily. This is 1,200 milligrams. You can find this at any drugstore, Walgreens, CVS, or whatever drugstore you go to. So fish oils I take daily, right? So now we're up to 4 supplements that I take daily. And then, of course, I have my fiber and aloe for once a month. So what I would also suggest for daily, as a daily, I shouldn't say I suggest it for you, for me. Another daily supplement is probiotics. Every woman should be taking probiotics. I don't know, men could probably take it too, but this is for overall gut health, okay? And this is also to help your digestive system, vaginal area, urinary tract, immune system. So, and I'm just showing you all that you can take these. It's not a big deal. Some people don't like to take vitamins because they think it's going to make them choke. But as you see, I just took it dry. Okay. And so this is a probiotic that definitely you should use daily for digestive health. Get all the bad stuff out of the bacteria, out of your gut, what we call gut health in the health and wellness industry, but also to, put in the good stuff so that your body can have the good stuff, basically. I was trying to see. So this one here is like slow release. So it's actually releasing, slowly. So you won't have any stomach issues, gastrointestinal issues. I should also say these are vegetarian too. So it looks like all of my supplements are vegetarian except for the fish oil. Now I will say with this fish oil, you want to get the burpless kind because fish oil can make you burp. You want the burpless kind. So remember that. Otherwise your breath is going to smell like fish. So get fish oils, but if you're going to get fish oil. I have to be careful because I don't want to tell anybody to take any supplements, right? That's out of my scope of practice. I'm just telling you, showing you exactly what vitamins and supplements that I use daily. The other supplement that I'm not going to take dry because this is a huge ass pill is vitamin C. These vitamins, these are dry. Wait, actually I can't take this one. I like the way it tastes. It's very orange and citric. And so this is vitamin C is another one that I take daily. And nice little citric flavor. I love it. And I have to tell you, so this is supposed to be for immune health, which it is. I mean, it's great. So that's why I started taking it again with COVID-19, the pandemic. I was really, really trying to protect my immune system. And so vitamin C is just an extra supplement that I take. And this one here is 1,000 milligrams. But I have a confession. This is also for vanity purposes. So I read some research that this can actually be good too for overall health. For overall skin. Yeah, so this is also good. I was trying to see. Oh, yeah. So I would say with your vitamin C, I thought I remembered that. You do want to take your, vitamin C with other supplements. Vitamin C can help these other supplements work. So right now, remember, take vitamin C daily, fish oil daily, take my probiotic daily, take my B12 supplement daily, and also D3. daily. Now, my son always talks about me because he's like, Mom, do you really need all of these? Well, according to the research, I can use it. I'm not saying that the research is saying you need all of it. I'm just saying I know my body and also my mindsets. And again, as eating a plant-based diet, and I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook. So I have to wait on somebody else to cook for me, right? Definitely I need these supplements. I know I'm not getting everything. The other one that I take daily is ginkgo biloba. This just so happens to be another vegetarian or veggie supplement for me. This one is a little dry, but with the ginkgo biloba, I actually take this for overall just mind health, right? So again, just trying to have focus, to stabilize my moods, to have clarity. So that's what I take the ginkgo biloba for. And again, that's another one of those things that they say with age you should take. And I read the research, and again, the research is inconclusive if this is something good or not good. Okay, for individuals, I know what works. I think it works for me. And if it's psychological, great. It's not doing any damage to my body. It's not doing any damage to my body or to any animals for that matter, right? So I take it as a supplement. I believe that it works for me as far as keeping brain health. And brain health is really important for me as a research scholar, someone who writes, and someone who needs to think critically. I need my brain to work. Okay, so right now I've taken daily, or my daily regime is ginkgo biloba, vitamin C, fish oil, D3, B12, L-theanine, and a probiotic, and then once a month my aloe and fiber. Another one that I'm definitely not going to take this one on camera. This is the horse pill. So of course a multivitamin, right? So everybody should take a multivitamin daily, even though again, according to the research on multivitamins, if you know that you're eating a full, complex, or diverse diet, you don't really need a multivitamin. But again, because of SAD, the standard American diet, and also many of us live in food deserts or don't have quick access to healthy foods, or if you're like me, eat a plant-based diet, vegetarian, vegan, and you're not getting enough of what you need. I'm not saying that all plant-based eaters or vegetarians or vegans don't get what they need. I'm saying I know that I don't always get what I need in my daily food choices. So a multivitamin. I'm not taking this multivitamin live just because look at this. Yeah, it's dry. It's a dry pill and it's huge. Okay, so you really do need to chase this with water. But I'm not going to take this one on camera right now without my water. And make sure you drink 8 glasses of water. For me, I try to get in 58 ounces of water. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. So I carry around my water bottle just so I can sip, before I get thirsty. And another supplement I take that I did not bring, that I don't have here, is my caffeine. So I do take caffeine pills, and that's on my bedside. And so I take caffeine pills early in the morning when I first get up, and that's actually good if for weight, for maintaining your weight. It's also good for what was I'm trying to say? It's also good for like focus and clarity as well. And also I'm trying to decrease my coffee intake. Okay, so when I need to detox from coffee, I just go to the supplements, just because the supplements have less of that added stuff, right? And I use coffee pods, and that's what I was looking at, my coffee pod. So those coffee pods may have added stuff, whereas the caffeine pills don't have added stuff besides what is wrapped in. So so yes, I do take caffeine pills. I'm not sure if that's a good habit or a bad habit, but also people who want to like maintain their weight, that might help. I don't have any weight maintenance problems. It's more for me like I get to get up and be on right away in the morning as far as my focus and clarity. And sometimes people recommend that for people who have like attention deficit disorders as well. Last but not least, this is all the rave, by the way, right now. I noticed that on YouTube, everybody's talking about collagen. So I have to be honest. I take collagen for 2 reasons. One, I'm not getting enough of it in my diet. Okay, so I'm definitely not getting enough collagen in my diet. But also, I take it for my skin. I take collagen for my skin just because with age, your face loses its elasticity. And so I wanted to maintain the elasticity in my face. And so I take collagen, but collagen is also good for other reasons. I'm trying to grow out my nails, for example. So collagen is good for skin elasticity, which I said, skin hydration, and healthy bones and joints. So really, really good. I recommend collagen for anybody who's into weightlifting or working out. Okay, so people who are doing calisthenics, any type of weight resistance training, you want this. And people just with aging, right? Strong bones, strong bones, strong bones, flexible muscles, you want this. So and also hair and nails. Okay, so so I want healthy hair and nails. I want my skin to stay as youthful as long as possible, to look youthful as long as possible. So collagen is definitely my supplement, and this goes in my coffee. So I put this in my coffee around mid-morning. As you can see, this sucker. Can you see that? It's not a good shot. And it's time for some more. So you use two, and I know it's funny because I hear about all these other supplements in the news. I very rarely hear about collagen, but you definitely want collagen. At least for me, I'll speak for myself. I definitely appreciate collagen for just overall like body tone, bone protection and health. But also skin and nails and hair is important to me. And again, this one in this case is not vegan, so just keep that in mind. It's not vegetarian. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go over this one last time. My daily supplements and vitamins include collagen, a multivitamin, one a day multivitamin, ginkgo biloba, vitamin C, protecting myself from the COVID, fish oil, brain health, D3, 6, so vitamin D, my B12, 7, my probiotic, 8, and my L9 for clarity, focus, and attention, and just a relaxed state. And then once a month, super aloe and super fiber, which go together, by the way. And so yeah, so that is my supplement game and my vitamins. And again, I'm not saying that this is for everyone. I'm just saying for me, with my own biology and physiology, my own biological makeup and everything that I inherited genetically. So knowing my family's history of health and knowing my own health and nutritional needs, these are my supplements and vitamins. And sometimes I do recommend them to the clients that I work with on the health and wellness side, as well as my clients who are part of my who are in my clinical practice, because sometimes our patients, especially those who struggle with anxiety, depression, ADHD or ADD, they can actually use some of these supplements as mood stabilizers to either complement their prescribed medications by their doctors, or as if they don't want to take prescribed medicines, they can take some of these vitamins and supplements based off their physician's recommendations. So that is my vitamins and supplement game. If you have any questions, you can leave comments below the video. Thank you.